coach. I want to know how you feel. What did you see from Shedeur's debut?
Yeah. First of all, I'm not in the excuse business. I don't want to hear anybody say, he didn't get any reps. They don't know the snap count. That's pro football. That's the way it's got to be sometimes. That's just the way it is. All right? This isn't a movie. This isn't Rudy. We're not going to carry it off on our shoulders. All right? You got to go out and perform. I don't think Shedeur, I don't think Dion, they don't want your excuses for their kid. They don't need them.
Yeah.
That being said, he had 3 really bad plays out of the whole game. And not really, really bad. The first one was on a naked pin where he didn't stretch the defense and he threw it right now and Kyle Hamilton almost picked it. Remember that? That was a bad play. That's easily coached. You got to get more width and depth, stretch the defense, look for your low cross, and get to the late down flat late. It's called a late down flat for a reason. We get to it late. Do it too early. Next one was on the pick. He had pressure on his face. We'll talk about pressure later on. He should have taken the immediate quick out in the flat instead of trying to push it to Jerry Jeudy. I saw what he saw. The corner had his shoulders open. He thought Jeudy would cross face. Jerry fell down or did something. A terrible route by Jerry. Sat down. I don't know what the hell he's doing. That's an honest mistake. But however, if you're coaching a quarterback, you say it's 3rd down and 10. You don't have to force it to the deeper throw all the time. Let your receivers underneath make a play, get the first down.
Yeah.
And then the last one was 3rd and 10 at the end of the game. They had an out route and a go route. Jerry Judy's wide open on the out route. He tried to throw the go ball to Gabe Lavardian. He's 5'8". You got to know your matchups, right? We're not going to throw a go ball to a 5'8" receiver. He's probably throwing it to him in scout team, and that's his boy. Let's give him a shot. Take the out route. Let's move the chains.
Was the accuracy of the ball good, though? Did he?
That was a good ball. That was a good ball. But
Yeah,
we're not throwing it to Gabe Lavardian on 3rd and 10 with the game on the line. All right, let's throw the out route for the completion and move the chains. All right, that's 3.
Why was Gage Lavardian in the game to start with? That's like we couldn't.
Let's not throw the ball.
He's an undrafted rookie, okay?
But still, it was a good ball.
He get a check on Wednesdays too. So okay.
Yeah, I got. He's in the league. He's in the NFL.
But that being said, that's only 3. He was in 3rd and 8 to 10 at least 8 times. That's not good for a young quarterback. The pass protection was awful. He had no chance on 85% of the play. He had no chance. He had a good scramble for a first down. He had another good scramble. He did some good things. The second play of the game where he threw the check down, the over the ball for a gain of 8, they ran the same exact, this is why reps matter, ran the same exact play later on with a dagger and a post over the top. He rips the dagger for a gain of 22 yards.
He did.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Same exact play. You can watch how repetition, okay, I got the same play. You know, I could have maybe pushed the dagger. You're looking at the tape. Let's call it again. If they suck up a little bit, I'll throw the dagger. That's what he did. There's a lot of good that he did. I think the poise, I think he looked good. He's got to do a little bit better with ball security in the pocket when pressure comes. He's got the ball hanging down too low. He's going to get that ripped out of there pretty soon. But to only have 3 bad plays in the situations that he was forced to play in, the 3rd and 8s, the 3rd and 10s, the running game, they run a weak Charlie, and they're not blocking anybody, so they're in 2nd and 10. First drive, they got a holding call. They're in 2nd and 18, 3rd and 10. It's a very tough situation. You know, not very many good quarterbacks could succeed. Experienced quarterbacks that play 30 years would have succeeded in those situations with those looks and that pressure on him in that game. Joe Montana could have come out of retirement and had no chance with what he was given in that game. So I am encouraged. I think sometimes it's good to get your feet wet. Now the team's going to get to know him. They can hopefully game plan for him. It's still going to be hard, though.
It is. Of course.
The blueprint's out there. He doesn't run very good. They're going to blitz him. They're going to get after him. They see that offensive line. There's a lot of weaknesses. Conklin's got a bad ankle. Cam Robinson's got a bad foot, whatever it is. If those guys are hurt, Kevin Stefanski, they got to do a good job of calling plays and get Junkins in. And Junkins, God, he's got to learn how to pass protect. My God.
He does it all.
He got to run through. So they got a lot of issues offensively. It's going to be very important to try to get him outside the pocket a little bit, get the running game going, get some quick game going. But the problem is at receiver, they try to run a quick game. They ran 200 jet Omaha, which we call all the time a little out route and 2 sticks, right? The DBs didn't even back up. They didn't even back up.
Not threatening.
Yeah. So
scared of nothing over there.
If you got no quick game, the DBs aren't backing up. It's going to be harder. They got to push the ball down the field, but
back them up.
I just think that there's a lot of narrative on this kid. He's came in there in a really, really tough situation. We know about the reps, but that's what backup quarterbacks are forced to do from hell. We had to play with Josh Johnson one year. He came in on a Wednesday, started on a Sunday. So it happens.
Yeah.
Cat Daddy.
Josh, that's my
football.
guy, man.
That's what pro football's
Josh.
about.
Hey.
So let's eliminate the excuses. Let's watch this kid develop right before our own eyes.
Yep.
Hopefully they come in with a good game plan, and hopefully continue to progress. But it will be difficult, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be hard.
Okay.
Well, now he's
is
got
it
the
fair
whole
to
week.
say you were slightly encouraged by some things you saw?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And the when I was watching the bar at a sports bar with a nice cold Corona in my hand, you know what I mean? I was like, man, this kid, he looks terrible. Yeah. Then I watched the tape. I'm like, shit, he didn't have a chance.
Yeah.
He had no chance.
At all.
At all.
No
There's nobody
chance.
open. Hell, they were in one route. There's three receivers right next to each other.
Yeah.
Right?
Just-
They ran another route. They crossed the path, and the receivers ran into each other.
And if I'm the D coordinator on the other side, I'm doing exactly what they did. Light him up. Because he haven't had a chance to prepare his seat. Just light him up
Yeah.
and see what
You
happens.
got to get some
You
route
know, like-
distribution for the kid. There's some plays that they can run. They got to get some route distribution. Be more detailed in their routes. They got to come out of breaks. They got to get high lows. They got to get the depth between the routes. I mean, they've got too many guys close together. You're back to pass. One guy can cover three guys. You're like, gee, oh, damn, there's Kyle Hamilton. And for God's sakes, if you're playing the Baltimore Ravens, know where number 14 is?
Got
This guy is a monster. You know? He's
Yeah.
a game record.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
All over the place.
Hey, there's 14 on slide over here.
Yeah, sure.
So, anyway, it was a great game plan by Baltimore because they had to win. They're playing with their
Yeah,
backs
yeah.
against the wall too. And I just think that anybody who's too critical of Shedeur here doesn't really watch film. Anybody just probably, hey, he's a great, just give him some time.
Okay. We'll go.
He looks like he's going to start this weekend, and he's going to have the whole week of reps. So,
Yeah.
how are we feeling about that?
I think his confidence, I think he'll fix some of them issues his damn self because he a vocal guy. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to do nothing that he don't like. He don't say nothing. I don't know what kind of guy Dillon is, but he seemed like a more passive, quiet kind of guy to let the coach say something to the guys before he say something to the guys. Shedeur going to fucking say something. You know what I'm saying? He going to ask for what receivers he like to be in there. He going to ask to throw to the guys he like. And I just think his confidence ooze off on the guys. You know what I'm saying? They're looking at huddle and they'll feel better about the situation. And I think they'll go to Vegas, they'll get a win.
The most important thing they really have to do as a staff, right, for Shedeur, is Shedeur really has to really hone in on the protection meeting on Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yep.
They really got to know where we're going, whose slide are we going to go max protection? Is it 6-man? Is it a 5-man protection? I got to know where my issues are. That's the toughest thing for a quarterback. They tried to go 5-man protection. They're hot off to one side. I don't think Shedeur knew it. You got to know exactly. Man, if our line's going this way and they bring a guy over here, I got to get the ball out either over here or I got to move my feet and throw it over here to the left. So that's the biggest issue he's going to have on these known passing situations. Hey, man, I got to protect myself. I got to know where the protection is, know where my hots are, know where my quick elements are, and get the ball out of my hands.
You better know where Max Crosby is, as you well know, right?
Of course.
He wrecked Dak early in the game. Dak hadn't completed a pass yet. Max got him from behind, fumble, lost. Right?
He's going to be moving all over, too. He's going to
Yeah,
find a weak link.
he will.
in his O-line. Yeah,
Yep.
for sure. My only thing is, for all y'all out there that's looking to jump off the bridge and pass judgment, allow him to be a rookie, allow him to learn, allow him to make mistakes. Because there's a lot of positions that's not magnified like his is, where y'all don't even see the mistakes. At wide receiver, D tackle. I remember I was a rookie D tackle. We was playing Arizona. Y'all, the whole defense balling. LeGarrette Blount going crazy, jumping over people.
Shit, I had two picks and a touchdown that game.
We almost lost the game because I took a double team and I got ran over. And they went and scored on the run.
Your hands were outside the pad.
No, it might have been. Nobody knew. The media didn't ask me about it, nothing. I was the 3rd overall pick. He's magnified, one, because his name, because he's at quarterback. Allow the kid to learn. How many games did Dillon Gabriel play?
6.
Come on, man. He got a half of football. Now he's getting this game plan. It's 1 week. So let's see what we got. And then after this game, grade it game by game. All right, this is what But like Leib said, we watched him in that first preseason game.
Yeah.
There was a play where he ran to his left. He escaped to his left. He kind of overthrew his receiver a little bit. He kind of overthrew him. Got that same thing going the other way. He realized I put too much on it. This time I put touch on the ball and completed the pass. He's going to learn, and I just want everybody to, one, temper your expectations. I know we love the kid and everybody, but allow him to be a rookie. That's all I ask. Just allow him to be a rookie, man. Allow him to make mistakes. He's going to make mistakes. And then we see what he's working with. O-line ain't, shoot. Can't nobody get open. So, but I think he'll be all right, but let's just allow him to play.
Love Coach's breakdown on this. Smart, insightful, learned a lot, agreed with all. No excuses, but Cam Robinson's pretty good at left tackle, and they lost him right at the end of the half. So now you're operating with the backup left tackle to start. And I get no excuses. Deion doesn't want to hear any excuses. But I loved what Shedeur said after the game. He said it took him a couple of series to step back and say, oh, that's what Pro Bowl speed feels like on the field. Because this is his first time ever, man. This is you did get thrown into a very hot fire against a defense that plays high IQ because of 14, who's all over the place and is one chess move ahead of you every snap. And they're healthy and they're hot. So that's the fire you're going to get thrown into. And you better be ready for that fire, and you better be ready to figure it out on the fly. If they do this, so I need to do that. So what I love the most about this kid was what he showed all of us in that final drive. And they're down 7, and the first play, you said it, Harold Fannin Jr. over the middle, he ripped that ball over the middle. It went 25 yards. That was a better throw than I saw from Dillon Gabriel in 6 games from Dillon, because Dillon can't do that. It had juice on it. It had mustard on it. It was a big-time franchise quarterback kind of throw that you got to see. Oh, there it is. Okay, that worked. And then he hits Judy on 3rd and 10. He's against the sticks the whole, like you said, it seemed like 8 or 10 times it's 3rd and 8, 9, 10, right? So he hits Judy, and Judy fights for him because they like playing with him, and he fights for the first down. And then I think he got hurt because he wasn't in the game after that. And then he has to bolt left, and he's got the rusher in his face, and he's got to kind of make a fall-away throw, and he missed Isaiah Bond. And I'm saying, Isaiah Bond is a rookie from Texas, undrafted, and he misses him across the back of the end zone. I don't know. It looked like they weren't on the same page, and you said maybe he should have broken the route off. You know the throw we're talking about?
Yeah, that was empty when they.
Yeah.
He was hot. He scrambled. Isaiah was running like a post, and he tried to wheel back, and he just missed him.
Okay. So
it was a scramble play.
It's a scramble play, and then the next one's a scramble play. But to your point, man, he drops a dime. It is a sweet touch pass, and it's 3rd and 10, and he goes for all of it, man. And he's throwing to Gage Larvadan, undrafted rookie out of South Carolina. I'm saying, why are these guys in the game? Where's Judy? Well, Judy wasn't in the game. And he drops it down the chimney, man. I liked the throw. I thought it showed real feel for playing the position, because Awuzie, former Cowboy draft pick, who's not bad, he's bounced around, but he's not bad. He gets a hand in, but Larvadan's got 2 hands on the football and can't hold on to it. Well, would a number 1 receiver, would Judy have held on the ball? I think so, right? Was it capable of being caught for a touchdown that would have tied the game?
That's my point. Was just that's part of knowing personnel and people you're throwing. That's all.
I got it.
Anytime you have that matchup, one-on-one matchup, if you have A.J. Green, if you have CeeDee Lamb, you have Jordan Pickens, take that son of a gun.
Okay.
But if you got Gabe Lavardian, I think you might want to let's move the chains with the
try
That's
something
my
else.
point.
Okay, I got it. Okay, so now it's 4th and 5. Play the game. It's going to be game over. Go look at it again and tell me the whole left side of Baltimore's defensive line isn't offsides. And it may be because of Shedeur's cadence, which his team doesn't know, and maybe they don't know it either. So go look. They just jump. They're a half second early.
Jones was offside.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can't see that? It's so blatant. It's going to be 1st and 10 because it's 4th and 5, right? Really? And they're all over him, and he has to just kind of throw it underneath, and he dirt balls it to Njoku. Okay, I got
He had
it.
no chance on that play. He was offsides. I agree with you.
All right, so
They were in there right away, and then he had to get Njoku on a little shallow cross.
Okay,
Yeah,
come on, man.
He had no chance. Everybody else was covered.
come on, man. Okay, so to me, on the last ditch drive, did I see little flashes of the kid I know? Yeah, I did. The chip off the old block. I saw some flashes that I'm hanging on to.
And I think, to your point, Lieb said it, y'all been saying it. The throw across the middle,
Whew.
where the coach, like, the right play was to throw the out route. But his willingness to throw that ball to the end zone, we didn't see that from Dillon.
No.
Yeah.
He was not even trying to make that throw.
Exactly.
And the throw
And
was
that's
nice.
what it wasn't the right play.
And
But
then-
his willingness to
Exactly.
say, man, forget this, I'm throwing it down there.
And then it's the game-winning drive.
Yeah.
Like shit.
Going for the
I was
win.
like this. What you gonna do, Shedeur? Everybody else on the field was like this. If Dillon Gabriel was out there,
Yeah.
we'd have been like coach.
You guys are hard on Dillon, man. You guys
Because it's
hard on
boring, bro.
Dillon.
It's boring, and it's checked down,
No, it's not.
and it's sacked, and it's
But
not mobile.
Coach, you
It's
didn't see him
scary.
try, at least, if he attempted to push the ball down the field, he just couldn't make the throw. That's one thing. He wasn't even trying to push the ball down. I'm just talking about his willingness to, even if I throw a pick, I'm willing to, man, let me throw the ball. He wasn't
It's a vibe,
throwing
and it's
the
a
ball.
confidence that aura that people can feel when they look at you, when they see you play, when they see you in the huddle, and it's there. I'm telling you, it's there. That's why they're gonna go to Vegas. They're gonna get a win.
Like coach, as a coach,
And then you know what they're gonna do?
Confidence.
After they get a win, Gabriel gonna be right. He gonna push the door back on the bench.
Yeah.
Yep.
so as a coach, you, like you said, you could coach that up, those 3 plays. You see that out route, you say, hey, listen, next time this and this, you want to take that one. But wouldn't you want a quarterback that's willing to at least, like,
Oh, yeah.
want to try and make that, opposed to, shoot, I
I
don't want
would
to throw
never
down
get
there.
upset, like I said, if it was CD or if it was,
Yeah.
a top
If he
line
had the- he
receiver,
had the
the one-on-one
persona.
go ball, I'll take it all day long. I'm just taking Gabe, and no offense to Gabe. I mean, he's 5'8", and, he's a free agent. I would probably err on the side of let's move the chains on this.
Right.
That's why you got to know
saying-
matchups.
But
No,
that's like
just
saying
say-
Baker should not have. That's Taz Johnson. I mean,
Johnson is
True.
a baller. He's fast as hell, and he had a ton of yards at
but
Oregon.
he the 5th receiver on the team.
I don't give a dick. That guy's pretty good, though.
Well, I'm just saying, he the 5th receiver on the
That
team.
was a risk.
Second
That was a
now.
You feel
risk.
me? He's
That was a
second now.
crazy
You
catch
feel me?
right there.
That's why I said he shouldn't throw that
That's a
to
bad
him.
comparison.
No, it's not. That shit, it's the 5th receiver on the team and the 5th receiver on the team.
I think it's a good comparison.
Like, what you mean? It's
right.
like saying, well, let's just take this
Yes,
throw instead of
fast.
pump faking and throw.
He's
What the
fast,
fuck is why
but-
do we know anything about Larverdale? He in the league for some reason. What he got?
He is.
He just 5'8" trash, right?
No, I didn't say he's trash.
I guarantee you he fast. You can look up his 40. I guarantee you.
I said it's
that's
not
why
really
he in the
minus.
league.
I said in a situation like that on 3rd and 10, that matchup, if you have the out route, just take the out route. It's not like a big minus. It's just that's something I would do. Like I said, you just got to know your personnel is my point. That's all. It wasn't a bad throw. It was a great throw. I just wish you would have taken the out route.
Do you
I
know
just
anything
wish you would've
about
caught the motherfucker.
Tommy Reese, who's calling plays now? Do you know his background? Or-
Yeah.
Notre Dame.
Yeah, they struggled. They're struggling right now
Yeah.
to find their way. Then they have some injuries on the offensive line, and they're really heavy dependent on the running game. And if that's not working, they try to get it going. That's when you get in 3rd and 8. That's when you put your quarterback like, okay, it's 3rd and 8. Now we're going to get dial of defense. We got the double A's. We got Kyle Hampton running over here. We got the safeties rotating. And that's when veteran quarterbacks can really use a snap count and formations to see the rotations to adjust the protections. But Shedeur has not been there to do that. So
And that's
it's very
against
difficult.
Baltimore, one of the
Yeah.
hottest defenses in the league right now.
One of the most complicated, too, by
Exactly.
history. Yeah.
Next week it won't be. It'll be against
Max.
Yeah.
the Raiders. It will be against Max and the Raiders.
Let's not bring that up
Max
again.
gonna make his plays.
will.
Max gonna make his plays. You gonna rush for 130.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So Judkins will get going, and then we'll see how the quarterback looks when they are actually running the ball. Like they've been running the ball for half of their games this year, and the quarterback still didn't look good. Let's see Shedeur with a nice run game, and let's see how he played when he got the run game going.
Let's just curb your enthusiasm and let them play, man. You guys-
That's what I said.
Your
We temper our
expectations.
expectations. You know, it's all good. Let them.
That's what comes with the
I played one half
spotlight.
of football.
I-
One
I-
half.
That's right. I promise you, if this were left strictly up to Stefanski, he'd start Bailey Zappi Sunday at Las
Raiders.
Vegas. He just would.
Coach probably would too.
Yeah.
You
I don't
let
know
him grow
anything.
for 13 months.
I would like to see him in practice throw and their attention to detail and how they understand the offense. That's kind of important to me. I just don't look at a game on television and say, oh, he was good at Colorado, maybe he should be a starter. You know, I like to get to know the guy, watch him in practice, watch how they're developing, watch how they mingle with their teammates, see how much they understand the system and protections and run game. There's a lot to playing quarterback, man, and I'm sure Shedeur can handle it. But
All right, well, only 20% of the chat was impressed with Shedeur, so hopefully we see a little bit this weekend. We're excited he's going to get some reps, but I do want to bring up another conversation that we had yesterday.